And when you thought it couldn't get any better, it does. Welcome, everyone, to another PIM, Partners in Marriage, Part 4. I'm John Godbolt.
And I'm Vertel Godbolt.
And we're so glad to have you on board with us again as we talk about Part 4, again, about being not just lovers, not just friends, but partners. Before we get into that for our final session, again, please visit our website at partnersinmarriage.com. Put the www in front, okay, www.partnersinmarriage.com. And of course, we want you to look through that, peruse through it. You'll kind of find all kinds of great information on marriage, friendship, courting, how do you know you're in a toxic relationship, et cetera, et cetera. As a matter of fact, what we're talking about right now is already on the website. Most of it, except for the examples and illustrations, okay? Well, this one we call Surprise, Surprise. And it's not necessarily a surprise, but you find some extra benefits, some side benefits to being partners. Now, let me give a definition of partnership in a relationship. It's when two people listen to each other, work together to accomplish a common goal. Let's try it again. Two people listening to each other and working together to accomplish a common goal. Mm-hmm. That's a partnership.
Yes.
Okay. But the key is listening and then working. Okay. And what the surprise is that you will learn more about your partner and yourself.
Exactly. I listened to you in a recent conference that we had with someone, and you told them to study two things, your Bible and your wife. And you do really well with that. He studies me. He notices the little things that I like, that I enjoy, and he gets it. And I try to do the same thing.
Oh, you do?
For him.
And that's not in the Bible that you need to study me, but but I appreciate you. I believe you do. Yeah, yeah.
I do, because I want you happy. I mean, can you imagine you being married to someone and all you're doing is just enduring? You're just, well, I gotta be here. You gotta think about the stuff that you have together rather than the person.
Yeah.
Wow. You're thinking about, well, if I leave him, I won't live here, or I won't have as much to spend. I'll have to pay extra bills, or I might not can drive what I want. You got to think about the stuff rather than the person. You gotta love the person, and enjoy their company, and their company alone. I always say this, and I mean it to my core, that if something ever happens to you, I wouldn't marry nobody else, because I'm thinking, Bay didn't do that, and it wouldn't be fair to the next person. So I would just stay me by myself.
Well, I appreciate it. Wow, I'm trying to add all this, put all this together in my mind, because as you were talking about the stuff and people,
yeah.
When you are married to someone, no one should know that person better than you.
That's it.
Male or female. There should not be a female that I give my heart to, my conversation to, that she knows me better than you. Not my mother, my sister, not the pastor's wife or pastor. No one should know my mate better than me.
And I think that's how infidelity creeps in. You're disgruntled with your spouse. You go on your job, or you go to the gym, or you go wherever, and then you start talking about, my wife did so and so and so and so, or I say my husband is so and so and so and so, and then the other person say, oh, and they see the little crack, that little fracture in between, and then that's how infidelity starts.
Exactly.
So you shut that down. Nobody should know you, or you should know me better than anybody else. You're not even my sisters. It's things about you I don't even share with them, and they're the closest we talk and I can share my heart with them. But some things are just not to be shared in a partnership.
The whole story, or the whole premise or words behind this is God commands a man to study his wife and his Bible because they're both difficult to understand.
Yes.
So you have to study. You just can't just read or assume. You have to take time to listen, to pay attention to all the things that are important in a relationship. Because sometimes you have to look at this and start to say, I want to make sure before we get married or before a problem starts, what do I need to do? How do I attack the problem without attacking
The person.
the person? How do we get that? Because I'm going to reap what I sow.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a law that's irrevocable to any and everybody who's listening, whether you are a non-believer or believer or whatever. That law does not change. So if you're sowing great seeds or you're sowing positive things, you're going to reap that. So
Exactly.
that's why when I sow into my wife queenly seeds, I reap kingly benefits and vice versa.
Exactly.
So, and for you keep saying, child, I'm not going to do that for them. No, they don't deserve it. But then what are you sowing?
That's right.
Discord. You're going to reap that. That same discord in some form or another. So part 4 here, the biggest part of the surprise is partnership will help you defy selfishness. If you're really working as two people listening to each other, working together,
Right.
it will defy or destroy selfishness. Because you can't be selfish if you're working with a partner. And that's,
Right.
to me, a goal.
Because everybody is advantaged by what each of you do. You get the benefits, the fruit of your labor, and it's good fruit, not a rotten banana or apple that's it's beat up, it's old, it's has stains and spots on it and all that. But you get delicious fruit that you can bite in, that is, and enjoy
Flavorful.
it. Yes.
Touching
yes.
all the palate.
Yes.
We got a couple of minutes. I want to go back to that point that you made about people staying in a relationship for the stuff rather than the person. I could just see chains. And I can remember talking to a mother who tried to raise her children in that environment, and it destroyed them, dysfunctional. All of them practically were dysfunctional. And she confided in me and said, I stayed there for bricks.
Yeah.
Bricks. I should have left, but I was afraid I couldn't make it on my own. We had a home, a nice brick home. And I stayed there for bricks, and I destroyed my children.
Yes. And you don't ever want to stay in any kind of relationship just for stuff. Because stuff can't hold you. Stuff can't help you if you're sick. Stuff can't give you any kind of education. It can't give you peace of mind, emotional stability. Stuff can't do that. You have to have people in your life. And the closest thing to you should be your husband or your wife.
God made us to be communal. We are people who have to have other folk.
Absolutely.
So being alone or being in a place where you should have company or should be able to commune with that other person that you said I do to or with, and you can't do it.
Right.
That sounds like torture. It almost sounds like going to a grave every day in silence. Rather than being able to say, we got something together, let's work on it.
And when you are friends, lovers, and a partner, then you don't mind coming home. I have heard people say, home is the last place I want to be.
Wow.
Because they're not happy.
Yeah.
And it's friction all the time and no fulfillment. But a happy marriage gives you fulfillment and joy.
Now, guys, please go to our website. We got information there that will help you to get some understanding of what kind of relationship you're in. as well as how to get some help, counseling as well, okay? Our time is coming and gone again, and we always tell you this: marriage is not a destination, but a journey
Journey of
of
love.
love.
Yes.